Hi, I'm Susan Lipp, Editor-in-Chief of Trust and Estates. I'm here this morning with Ed Finley, who is a senior banker at Deutsche Bank and also the chair of the Investments Committee of our Editorial Advisory Board. And Ed has written an article for the September issue of Trust and Estates on socially responsible investing. Ed, in the article you write about the evolution of socially responsible investing. What should people be focused on today and why?
So, as I mentioned in the article, it's meant a lot of things over the years to a lot of different people. And today, in fact, if you ask different people what it means to do socially responsible investing, you'll get a lot of different answers. I try in the article to highlight some of the development historically of where that comes from, and to debunk some of the myths of what socially responsible investing means. For example, it's been conventional, and even today is still conventional, for some to think that pursuing an ESG, meaning environmental, social, and governance mandate in a portfolio, means sacrificing performance. And the data is clear over a long period of time that it's quite the opposite. That in fact, since 1990, socially responsible investing portfolios in US large and mid-cap equities, for example, has outperformed 100 basis points a year for 10 years. And so even a run-of-the-mill investor would seek out a strategy that could deliver 100 basis points outperformance year on year. Today, in the more robust sense, we found endowments and foundations have really seized on the idea of incorporating ESG factors. Many family offices have also incorporated it. And in the article, I talk a little bit about what is important for fiduciaries to understand. And there's been some important research that was commissioned by Freshfields, the big London law firm, where they surveyed a majority of the common and civil law jurisdictions to understand what the rules of prudent investing in those jurisdictions mean with respect to ESG investing. And interestingly, what they concluded is that quite the opposite of whether you should. Freshfields concluded that in most jurisdictions, including the US, a fiduciary might even be obliged to incorporate. And so we talk a little bit about that as well. And then finally, what we tackle is probably the most important issue for a reader. And that is, how do you do it today? And so we walk through how one can make those decisions today. How do you build an ESG profile in the first place? How do you implement it in portfolios? And again, with a focus on fiduciaries, how does a fiduciary do that when you have different beneficiaries at different moments in time with potentially different views?
Okay, well, thank you so much. I mean, having seen the article and involved in editing, it's a great article, I think, and something people should really be thinking about. So for more information, go to trustandestates.com.